なドリーム振りかざし曖昧な輪駆け抜けよ憂鬱になる現実に立ち向かう胸の中で成長してる勇者夢見た夢がその残像が100億つさゆけど自分の殻破って膨らむ未来を無理やりに閉じ込めるのかい You cannot dream 繰り返すのが try 繰り返し悩み果てなき日々へと君ものように cry このことも正面で fight 涙するたびに揺るぎない夢となれ
Gordon was resting in a siding. Sometimes, when he was resting, he would say to himself, "It's really very tiring to be such a large and splendid engine. One does have to keep up appearances so." At that moment, Henry came by. "Peep, peep, peep, peep! Hello, fatface," whistled Henry. "What a cheek," he spluttered. "That Henry is getting too big for his wheels. Fancy speaking to me like that. Me!" He went on letting off steam. Me, who has never had an accident. "Aren't there safety valves accidents?" Percy asked innocently. "No, indeed. High spirits might happen to any engine," replied Gordon huffily. "But to come off the rails like Henry did, well, I ask you," he went on, "is it right? Is it decent?" A few days later, it was Henry's turn to take the express. Gordon watched him getting ready. "Be careful, Henry," he said. "You're not pulling the flying kipper now. Mind you keep on the rails today." Henry snorted away. Gordon yawned and went to sleep. But he didn't sleep for very long. "Wake up, Gordon," said his driver. "A special train is coming in and we're to pull it." "Is it coaches or trucks?" asked Gordon sleepily. "Trucks," said his driver. "Trucks," said Gordon crossly. "Huh!" The men lit Gordon's fire and oiled him ready for the run. His fire was slow to start and wouldn't burn. They couldn't wait, so Edward was called to help Gordon to the turntable. "I won't go, grumbled Gordon. Don't be silly, puffed Edward. At last, Gordon was on the turntable. Edward was uncoupled and he backed away. The movement had shaken Gordon's fire so that it was soon burning nicely. Gordon was cross and he didn't care what he did. He waited until the table was halfway round and then his chance came. I'll show them, he hissed. He moved slowly forward. He only meant to go a little way, but he couldn't stop himself and settled in a ditch. "Whoosh!" he hissed. Get me out, he called. "Not a hope," said his driver. "You're stuck, you silly great engine. Don't you understand that?" They telephoned the Fact Controller. He could see Gordon from his window. "So, Gordon didn't want to take the special train of trucks and ran into a ditch," he answered from his office. "What's that you say?" he went on. "The special's waiting? Well, tell Edward to take it, please. And Gordon? Oh, leave him where he is. We haven't time to bother with him now." So there was Gordon stuck in the ditch. Over on the other side, some little boys were chattering. "Q," they called. "Doesn't he look silly? They'll never get him out." Then the boys began to sing. "Silly old Gordon fell in a ditch, fell in a ditch, fell in a ditch. Silly old Gordon fell in a ditch, all on a Monday morning." Gordon lay in the ditch all day. "Oh dear," he thought, "I shall never get out." But that evening the men brought floodlights. They used powerful jacks to lift Gordon and made a road of sleepers under his wheels to keep him out of the mud. Strong wire ropes were fastened to his back end, and James and Henry, pulling hard, at last managed to bring Gordon back to the rails. Late that night, Gordon crawled home, a sadder and wiser engine. A few days later, Thomas was at the junction when Gordon shuffled in with some trucks. "Whew," said Thomas, "what a funny smell." "Can you smell a smell?" "I can't smell a smell," said Annie. "It's a funny, musty sort of smell," said Thomas. "No one noticed it until you did," grunted Gordon. "It must be yours." "Annie and Clarabelle, do you know what I think it is?" said Thomas. "It's ditch water." Gordon didn't have time to answer, as Thomas was soon coupled to Annie and Clarabelle, and then he puffed quickly away. Annie and Clarabelle could hardly believe their ears. "He's dreadfully rude. I feel quite ashamed. I feel quite ashamed. He's dreadfully rude," they twittered to each other. They had great respect for Gordon, the big engine. "You mustn't be rude. You make us ashamed," they kept telling Thomas. But Thomas didn't care a bit. "That was funny, that was funny," he chuckled, feeling very pleased with himself. Thomas left the coaches at the station and went off to a mine for some trucks. Long ago, miners digging for lead had made tunnels under the ground. The tunnel roofs were strong enough to hold trucks, but they could not take the weight of the heavy engines. A large notice said, "Danger, engines must not pass this point." Thomas had been warned, but he didn't care. He had often tried to pass the sign before, but had never succeeded. This morning he had made a plan. The fireman went to turn the points. "Now for my plan," said Thomas, and he bumped the trucks fiercely, jerking the driver off the footplate. "Come back," called his driver. "Fire and smoke," said Thomas. "I'm sunk." And he was. "Oh dear," he said, "I am a silly engine." "And a very naughty one too," said the Fat Controller, who had just arrived. "I saw you." "Please get me out. I won't be naughty again," said Thomas. "I'm not sure," said the Fat Controller. "We can't lift you out with a crane because the ground is not firm enough." Let me see. I wonder if Gordon could pull you out." "Yes, sir," said Thomas nervously. He didn't want to see Gordon just yet. "Down a mine, is he? Ho, ho, ho!" Gordon chortled. "What a joke! What a joke!" "Poop, poop, little Thomas," Gordon whistled. "We'll have you out in a couple of puffs." The men fastened strong cables between Gordon and Thomas. "Are you ready?" "Heave!" called the Fat Controller. But they didn't pull Thomas out in 2 puffs. Gordon worked hard, but it took a long time to finally pull Thomas out of the hole. I'm sorry I was cheeky, said Thomas. That's all right, Thomas, said Gordon. You made me laugh. Thomas was very pleased that Gordon was not angry with him anymore. Thomas's fire had gone out, so he needed a pull back to the station. Can we go together? Asked Thomas. Of course we can, said Gordon. I'll pull you back. Thank you very much, said Thomas. And buffer to buffer, the two friends puffed home.